What's up, everybody? Mike here, and boy, oh boy, it is almost time for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're literally less than a month away from the game release, and I cannot wait. In case you've been sleeping on a rock or missed State of Play last week, we literally got news that they're doing a special State of Play this Tuesday. At the time this video goes up, it'll basically be tomorrow. That'll be happening at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry, I want to make sure I got my times right there. And it's going to be an extended look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm worried a bit because I'm only trying to see enough to still be excited about it, get more hype about it, but I don't want to be spoiled too much. So I'm hoping it's a carefully, selected amount of footage they're going to show that is still going to leave us wanting more, basically. I personally want us to be spoiled too much. I'm going to avoid the launch trailer also for that said reason too. I don't know about you guys, but yeah. And the other thing too is a lot of people are wondering about on, the internet and different social media like that is, is this where they're going to announce a demo? Are we going to get a demo this week? Things like that. Well, good news, based on Twitter here from PlayStation Game Size confirming that there'll be an FF7 Rebirth demo and players will earn an in-game item, Kupo Charm survival set, by playing the demo on PS5, basically. So that's good to know and good to take note on. The other thing, too, that's also been confirmed in reports here is that the size of the game will be 145 gigabytes, or 145.25 to be exact. That is insane. But also, you got to think, too, the physical version is getting 2 discs. I mean, Square Enix knows what they're doing. They did that for the nostalgia pop of that. The original FF7 was on 3 discs alone. And it'd be kind of funny and crazy, but also cool if they, for the third game, they made that 3 discs. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't think they have to do that. But, it'd be wild if they did just for the nostalgia of it. And if they can even fit that much content to where it justifies 3 discs, So who knows? We might have to wait and see what happens to that. But I'm really excited for the next, chapter, next big events of this game because Rebirth is going to be a substantially much longer and bigger game than Remake was. FF7 Remake, as you know, when it dropped and we played it, it was definitely more of like an isolated type of feel, vibes. It's like a more linear. It felt like a Yakuza game in some aspects as well, too. It was just taking place in Midgard, basically. Telling that story of like the beginning of the game and the adventure the characters go through Midgard and essentially leaving Midgard and going to the next destination, which is Calm. And personally, I've been going back through Remake Integrate on hardest difficulty just to prepare myself, fully to get ready for Rebirth because I want to play that up to the point where I beat that right before Rebirth drops and then we go right into Rebirth and it's like everything's fresh in my mind type of feeling, But I don't know about you. Let me know if you're going to do that too. But yeah, I recommend you do that. Honestly, if you haven't played the first game, please. I know the dev said you don't have to, but I honestly recommend it if you have the time to make time for it. Please do play Remake Integrate before you play Rebirth. You will not be disappointed. But with Rebirth, it's going to be, I think, 50 hours or so just for the main story. And then you got an extra 50 hours of just the side content, right, to do. And basically, we're looking at about a 100-hour game, maybe longer, maybe a little less, depending on, if you're a speedrunner or not, and things like that. But that's freaking fantastic. They've already confirmed a lot of expanded side content when relating to summons and bonds with the characters and other, gameplay features. And we still haven't seen anything on Zack's storyline. They confirmed Zack is playable, and he has his own, story portion of the game. We have no idea how long that's going to be. We could possibly see that at the State of Play, a look at how his gameplay is and bits and pieces of his story and what's going on. Because, at the end of Remake, the unknown journey begins, what they promoted with that. And, I think now they're referring to Zack, but also some of the, differences and changes they're making in the core timeline. Because, yeah, once again, and this is to my belief and many other people, that there is a multiple timeline thing going on. We got Sephiroth from the future, a version of Sephiroth from the future that's come back to try and fix things to benefit him. We still got technically present day Sephiroth. We got Sephiroth, the illusion of Sephiroth in freaking Cloud's head because Cloud's got let's be real. He's got PTSD. He's got traumas like that for what he's been through. You know, if you play Crisis Core Reunion or Crisis Core at all, you know what's up. And it's just interesting how, you know, they purposely released a remastered version of Crisis Core Force Play like literally like last year or so. And then they're also re-releasing for a couple days Advent Children right before Rebirth comes out, right? Literally like a few days or so before the official global release of Rebirth. And then also to mind, well, keep in mind though, is it got confirmed that the embargo for Rebirth drops or ends, sorry, February 22nd. So if you're trying to avoid spoilers, even from like watching reviews and things like that, you might just have to just, you know, just cut off like social media for like that week until the game drops. If you're trying to avoid any and all kinds of spoilers from like YouTube, Twitter, etc. You know, me personally, I'm gonna do my best to avoid spoilers as much as possible. I do not want to be spoiled on this. I want to play the demo. We're most likely gonna get a demo later this week. But yeah, that's crazy how the embargo is gonna be dropped at the basically like a week before the game releases. So we're gonna have reviews out, you know, check out on YouTube and etc. and possibly some other videos going up before it releases. And I'm just looking forward to this. This is gonna be probably my game of the year already, RPG of the year at least, you know, for many of us, myself included. And I just cannot wait to dive in and do everything in this game. Just everything, you know, and I'm hoping that they confirm some cool new things for New Game Plus, like how in Remake you do New Game Plus, which I'm doing right now, and there's certain like summons that are locked behind, you know, doing the New Game Plus on hard mode, basically. And that's very cool. And not only that, there's optional bosses, right, that they add into Remake Integrate, right? There's a couple optional bosses or fights you can do as well. We do New Game Plus run in that. So I'm hoping they do something similar, but also expand upon that, you know, to give us a reason to jump back in and make it worth our time, change up the gameplay in some way, like they did with Remake, where on hard mode New Game Plus, you cannot use items whatsoever, but that's fine because the game gives you good material and enough material to use where you don't really need to use items when you're doing a New Game Plus hard mode run, right? So I'm hoping we get some details on that at least as well. You know, I don't know if we'll ever get a DLC expansion of some kind like we did with Remake. We quite possibly could. I don't know. It's possible we might get that. It could either be maybe something to do with Vincent. It could be another character. Who knows? But I feel like that might happen again because it'll help set up the third game in a similar way that the Yuffie DLC, you know, kind of added some more details and lore and kind of helped, in a way, better set up Rebirth in a sense. So I'm excited. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you check that out. I'll be playing a demo. It's so many games that's out right now. It's crazy. Is this your top game of the month? Or are you busy with Persona 3 Reload that just dropped, like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, or any other games? You know, let me know in the comments below. What's your thoughts on this? How excited are you? Are you hoping they changed up enough? You know, because we still don't know if Aerith's gonna die for sure or not. If they're gonna like play with our heartstrings and give us false hope. I personally want them to give us false hope, and you know, make us feel like, oh, she's gonna live. But no, she really dies. That's just me. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike. I'll see you next time.